The top 5 life purpose mistakes most people make and how to avoid them. What on earth are you here for? How much time have you invested in answering that question? 10 minutes? An hour? Perhaps a life purpose course back in college. What on earth are you waiting for? If you believe we get one shot at life, and if you aren't 100% sure and excited about how you spend your days, what on earth are you waiting for to make a change? Perhaps you are waiting for this very moment. Finding your life purpose and living it is a wonderful journey filled with ups, downs, ins, outs, and all the delights in between. There are some common mistakes that we all make in pursuit of discovering our life purpose. Here are 5 life purpose mistakes and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, believing that you don't have a definite life purpose. Now, this is the biggest mistake or lie that has filled the hearts of so many people. When you were a little child, you had big dreams and big desires. A fireman, an astronaut, maybe even being elected president of the United States. You had a vision that got destroyed as you got older and after hearing one no after another. Well, today you're going to hear a yes. I stand with you to say yes to your purpose, yes to your dreams, yes to your goals, and yes to achieving them now. So how do you avoid this mistake? Number 1, remove I don't know from your vocabulary. Each time you speak this phrase, you build up the wall which separates you from clarity. Number 2, ask yourself this question. What comes naturally to me and what feels great while I'm doing it, and even just thinking about it? Now, I'd like you to sit into this question until you've reached a narrative of simple words or actions. Now, here's an example. I like helping people find their purpose. I love thinking and I love reading about the law of attraction. There I have some key action words, helping people find their purpose, thinking, reading, law of attraction. Number 3, hire a life coach for a 1-session deal wherein the coach will help you discover your own life purpose. And number 4, write purpose statements for each area of your life. Now, this statement answers what are you doing, how and why, and what will you be doing on a greater scale. Now, here's an example of a purpose statement for the category of spirituality. I'm a member of the church, and my role is to worship and to be an attendee. I show up early to Sunday school, worship service, and Wednesday Bible study. I'm at this church because I feel led by God to be at this church. One thing I love is teaching and studying the Bible. I'd love to teach Sunday school and to mentor young women who are in need of a mentor or a Christian big sister for life's ups and downs. And this is something where we can meet weekly or bi-weekly for fellowship and friendship. My purpose is to use my talent of critical thinking and teaching to teach others how to walk with the Lord. Mistake number 2, believing there's no way to make a living your purpose. Oprah Winfrey has stated her purpose is to help people discover theirs. Now, I'd say she's making a very decent living her purpose. The more you're tuned into your purpose, the more you're open to all the possibilities that come with it. Are you an artist? Have you brainstormed 100 ways to generate income or to make a living your purpose? Purpose has no box which acts as a constraint to an amazing life. That box is the one that holds the alternative. Sure, the alternative may pay your bills, but a life of purpose is something we all deep down strive to accomplish. If there's one person who's making a living their purpose, then that means it is achievable. I'd like you to begin to release this old belief and embrace a new truth. So how do you avoid this mistake? Number 1, once you have a general idea of your purpose, knowing at least the industry, then go out and search people who have excelled in it. Read their stories, review their steps, see that they too struggled and experienced ups and downs in the beginning. Number 2, decide what success really looks like to you. Clearly define success in words, actions, deeds, and begin taking daily action steps to achieve it. Number 3, find a mentor. Even if it's not in your field, simply find someone who's living a life of personal success, and that's personal success according to your own viewpoint, and study this person. Learn from someone that's doing great what you desire to do. And number 4, pay attention to how you speak about your purpose. Agree to eliminate the can'ts, won'ts, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and one days. Now, our words are invitations to life experiences. What we speak about, we are inviting into our experience. Mistake number 3, believing that once you discover your purpose, then money will just fall from above or fall from the sky. Now, I know many broke people that believe since they've discovered their life purpose, everything is supposed to be easy street. The interesting part about life purpose is once you discover it, the real work begins. And when you're consumed with your purpose, the work, yes, the work, oftentimes feels like pleasure. But you have to do the work. You have to be precise, and you have to be persistent if you're truly going to make a living, a wonderful living, living a life of passion and purpose. So how do we avoid this mistake? Number 1, create an action plan that helps you live your purpose. Make it written and begin it clearly articulating your ideal life and, again, defining your vision of success. Number 2, sit down with your mentor or review the success stories of successful mentors and allow their expertise to guide you as you write your plan. And number 3, be sure to have an accountability team or an accountability partner immediately as you begin working your action plan. Now, you owe it to yourself and to the world at large to be the absolute best you can be. And the best you is the you that's living your life in your purpose. And number 4, review your plan and take daily action. If you have a goal and you take 3 action steps a day, at the end of 30 days, at the end of a month, you'll have completed almost 100 steps toward its accomplishment. Mistake number 4, listening to the naysayers. Now, in truth, those that attempt to persuade you to give up on your dreams are thinking that they're saving you from heartache. Don't take it personally if mom or dad or spouse or best friends encourage you to stay where you are or discourage you from taking action towards your vision or towards your purpose. Don't take it personal, and don't listen to them either. Thank God the Wright brothers listened to their soul calling and not what the people said at the time. I'm sure they heard, if God meant for us to fly, he'd have given us wings. Now, because the Wright brothers discovered their purpose and took action, we are the better for it. Don't let the naysayers plant the bugs of defeat in your ear. Simply choose to dismiss them and follow your plan all the way to success. So how do you avoid this mistake? Number 1, keep your plans to yourself, or at least early in the process. Too often people have the inability to see how something will get accomplished, and if they can't see how it'll happen, they're likely to voice opposition. Number 2, read success stories and fill your inner atmosphere with success. Memorize little stories of success that help you feel successful as you work your plan. Number 3, don't waste precious time arguing with the naysayers. Simply look at what they've accomplished in their own life as it relates to their life purpose. Often, those that can't tell others they can't as well. And number 4, feed yourself inspired messages throughout the day. I'd like you to consider setting a timer on your cell phone or your watch or your computer, hour by hour, so that each hour an inspirational message will empower you to endure as you're working your vision. And mistake number 5, being too broad in the action steps that support your vision. Jack of all trades and master of none, and very broke to boot. Hone in on your purpose and be clear about what you plan on doing and setting smart goals. Now, if your purpose is to create wonderful artwork, then ask yourself, what today do I desire to accomplish as it relates to creating wonderful artwork? When you decide to paint and sell your artwork via originals and lithographs, then create an action plan for producing the work. Be open to other opportunities, but don't fall off the mark or incur mission drift by taking on other ventures that don't support your vision. Now, in this example, if the artist has set aside Monday and Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. to work on producing art, and this is done after a thorough review of the person's schedule and determining that this is the best and possible only available time. So 6 to 9 Monday and Wednesday. Then it wouldn't make sense to take on a part-time position painting houses during that same time. Be on the lookout for these good ideas that take you away from your great purpose. Don't cheat on your purpose. After all, it took you years to finally discover it. Sometimes you have to say no to good so you can say yes to great. So how do you avoid this mistake? Number 1, set a clear schedule to work the action steps to achieving your goals. Number 2, adhere to your schedule. This is where your accountability partner will truly help you by holding your feet to the fire. Number 3, Make sure your goals are SMART. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. And you really must get in contact with your why behind your goal. You've got to know why you're wanting to achieve this goal, and you've got to make connection with it. And number 4, make that connection with your SMART goals and your purpose. Be sure your goals support your vision and your purpose. Now, I want to give you $1 million tip. Don't do it alone. Invest in yourself. Get with a qualified life coach to help you uncover your purpose, write your purpose statements, and create a detailed action plan that includes daily action toward the fulfillment of your vision and of your purpose. And I want to leave you with saying it is achievable.